Greetings. So I thought about something that I said the other day. I said therapy hasn't been working for white people. And the truth is they haven't been getting therapy for racist behaviors and racist attributes and racism, period. Because who would they go see? Another white therapist probably is racist on some level. All white people have a certain degree of racism. It's like more or less. Some are just a little. Some have, some are full blown. But they all have a degree. You can't help it. You're born that way here in America. We all have a degree of it. But we work through it a lot sooner because we have to. And a lot of them never work through it because they're not forced to work through it. So this is the first time we're really calling them out on their stuff and showing them themselves, holding up a mirror. And so a lot of them are trying to work through it. But the truth is, who are they going to go have therapy with? Another white person? And just to fear the fact that racism is the problem, they're not likely going to sit with the black therapist. And that's actually who they need to be sitting with, is a black therapist. And because no other race is going to understand, no other race understands the struggle between the black and white. That's a dynamic that all these people coming from other countries don't understand. They just got here. No offense, but they don't understand. They couldn't understand that. So the most effective and thorough therapy that they could receive would have to be from a black therapist. And because they're racist, they're not likely going to go sit with a black therapist. So they haven't been receiving therapy for the main issue up front, racism. No one's receiving therapy for that. That's a huge problem because that's your main problem. You guys get past that hate, then we could maybe work on some other stuff. So my suggestion, I don't know how many black therapists out there are dealing with the issue of racism and hate, but I do know there's a lot of black people online dissecting it and breaking it down and giving a lot of insight. So it's not a replacement for therapy, but it's definitely a start. And I've even found that a lot of racists won't follow black creators. They don't, because it's like it's hard for them. And that's something else you have to overcome. It's like they can't feel like a black person is smarter than them or that they're learning from a black person. And like only certain black people can they learn from, and that's all racism. It's all racism. Because if the skin were a different color, you would take everything and just take it at face value. But because the color of the skin, you're like, let me research this. That's the problem. That's your problem right there. That's literally your problem. But yeah, white people need therapy. They need racism therapy. They need more in therapy. They need Jesus, like the real Jesus, not the fake one you guys are creating. I know, it's really sad. But anyways, I said that you guys have had so many years of therapy ahead of us, which you have, but the truth is you haven't been focusing on the core problem at hand, which is your hate, your deep-seated hate for black people. I mean, you don't like anybody other than white people, but the hate for black people is top-notch. That's where you really just teach your kids, yeah, that's the one. So you really need to unpack that. You really do. So, find somebody online who you can follow that's unpacking racism and, touching on these subjects and telling you what you don't want to hear, because it's not going to always be pleasant. It can't be. Growth isn't pleasant. So if you're only following people that make you feel good, that's your problem. Because if the people you're following don't ever offend you, that's a problem. Social media, we need to use it for good. And that's, free education. you can get on here and learn some stuff. I mean, there's good entertainment, but bump all that. There's people on here that are really smart and are really teaching you how to live. If you pay attention, you can really learn some stuff on these apps. And that's what you need to be using it for, growth. There's no excuse to still be so low vibrational and walking around in hate and walking around ignorant. Some of you guys are so ignorant. I mean, it's real. I'm embarrassed for you. It's like secondhand embarrassment how you can be so ignorant in 2025. Just dumb. Just proud and dumb. Loud and dumb. Ignorant. Just say dumb stuff. Like, you're a whole grown up and you really just said that out your mouth? That's embarrassing. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about people. Let me get off this internet. But anyways, yes, that was just something I thought about. You have not been receiving the therapy that you need. You need racism therapy. Yes, you need to break down your racism. You need to unlearn all that you're being taught, and stop watching the media. If you watch it with a lens on, knowing that they're conditioning you. And really, once you start doing that, everything changes. You don't even want to watch half the stuff. You're like, oh my God, the conditioning is it's real in all the media. It's ridiculous. But anyways, all right, well, thanks for having coffee with me. All right, carry on.